Hi, this video is going to show you how to format a Google Doc into MLA style. The first thing we're going to do is set up the margins. So click on File, then click on Page Setup, and be sure that the margins are set to 1 inch all around, top, bottom, left, and right, and that the paper size is selected to 8.5 by 11 and that it's set to portrait. This should be the default anyway, but just always, it's a good idea to go ahead and check on that. Next, let's set up the line spacing. From the toolbar, click on the button for line and paragraph spacing. Then select a double. Next, change the font from Arial to Times New Roman and change the font size to 12. Next, let's add your last name and the page number on the top of every page on the top right corner. To do so, click on the Insert menu, scroll down and click on Page Numbers. Select the first one that has each page numbered individually on the top. Then move the cursor over to the left and type your last name, add a space, and that's it. Press the Escape key to get out of the page header. Now let's set up the heading according to MLA style. And that is going to ask for you to put your first and last name. Press the Enter key once. Next, type Professor. And then type your professor's last name. Press Enter. Then enter the course name and number. For this course is College Research Skills 101. Then press Enter. And next, you're going to put in the date. And that is going to be the day. You're going to spell out the month. And then add the year. Press Enter. Next, in the following line, you're going to add the title for your document. If this was a research paper, that would be the title of your research essay. For this particular assignment, you're doing an annotated bibliography. So that is going to be your title. And that needs to be centered. It does not need to be in italics or bold or any of that. So next, I am going to select the center button to align the text to the center. And I'm going to type in the title for this assignment, which is Annotated Bibliography. Next, press the Enter key and then align the cursor to the left of the page by clicking on the left align icon. The next part of this assignment is for you to enter your citations for your sources according to MLA style. So now I am going to enter my citation for the website that I found. So here's the website that I found. And I need to identify the author, the title of the article. I need to find the date of publication, the title of the website, and the URL. Next, I'm going to put all of these elements together according to MLA style. So I'm going to start with the last name of the author, comma, space, and then the first name, dot, space. And next, inside quotation marks, I'm going to add in the title of the web page or the article. I'm going to put a period. I'm going to close my quotation marks, space. Next, I'm going to add the title of the website, which is Healthline. And that is going to go in italics. I'm going to add a comma. I'm going to go back and remove the italics because nothing else in this citation needs to be in italics after that. I'm going to add a space. And next I'm going to add the date of publication for this particular article. Right over here. Make sure it's not in italics. and I'm going to add the day, abbreviate the month, and then the year. After the date of publication, I'm going to add a comma, space, and next I'm going to add the URL for the website. So I'm going to just copy and paste the URL and end it with a period. Next, I need to set up the hanging indentation for this citation. So I'm going to highlight my entire citation. I'm going to go to the Format menu and select Align and Indent. Then go over to that menu and select Indentation Options. From here, I'm going to go to the Special Indent menu, bring it down and select Hanging, and be sure that 0.5 is selected and click on Apply. Notice that Google Docs is already word wrapping all of the lines. So this has a strange line here, but that's okay. It's because this whole line here doesn't fit in the margins. So that's why it just pushes it down the other line. So this is okay. That's acceptable to do in a paper like this. The other thing that we need to do is clean up that URL. According to MLA style, we just have to erase the http://. We're just removing the hypertext protocol and just clean up that URL. So after that, I'm going to press the Enter key and I am ready to start typing in my justification for selecting the source, where you will state or you tell your audience the reasons why you selected the source in 2 to 3 sentences. Doesn't have to be very long. Just summarize what the source is or what it does and why it's so great or wonderful and or relevant for your research project. So now I notice that the formatting is not set up properly for the annotation. So what I need to do is go ahead and change it. I need to move this over. So if you have your rulers turned on, you can easily just switch this over. When you have the cursor right at the beginning of your annotation, just move it over and that aligns it all to one line on the left side, but we still have to move it over ½ inch deeper into the paper. So again, in with a ruler. Now I'm going to select it. By holding down that pyramid and then just dragging it over ½ inch. And now I am set with my first works cited, my citation for my website, and then I have my annotation for my source. Then I can press the Enter key, then backspace and align it again to the left margin, and I'm ready to start working on my second source. The other source citation that is going to go in my annotated bibliography is my article. The article that is coming from a library database. So right now I am inside the database called Academic Search Complete. I have entered my search statement where I've combined my keywords using Boolean operators. And I searched this database and I located this particular article that interests me. The title looks good, the subjects look good, the date looks good, and I've also previewed the article and I have selected it. I've identified it as a great article for this research project. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the article, review the contents, and identify the title, the authors, the date right from the source itself. And I'm going to go in and use the citation tool from this database. So on the right side, I'm going to click on the citation tool, which is in the shape of a yellow piece of paper. Then I'm going to browse through the menu of citation options until I reach MLA 9th edition. So from here, I'm going to select the citation, highlight it, and copy it. And I notice that it begins with an R, so that means it's going to go after my current citation because it's going to be in alphabetical order. Next, I am ready to paste it. I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste without formatting. The next step is I am going to verify that all of the items in the citation are set up correctly. So I've got the authors, first author, last name, first name. This is a work that has two authors, so here's my second author, which we use the word and, then the first name and then the last name, then the title of the article inside quotation marks. Then the next piece is the title of the journal, and that one needs to be in italics, so I'm going to italicize that. Then it's got the volume, the issue number, the date, the year, the page range. Next is the title of the database, and that one also needs to be in italics, so I'm going to go ahead and italicize that. And then lastly, the URL that has the DOI code. So this will work for me for this particular project. The next piece is I need to set up the hanging indentation, because then these two lines need to be indented 1/2 inch from the left margin. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that again. Then I'm going to click on Format, Align and Indent, then select Indentation Options. Under the menu for Special Indent, I'm going to bring it down and select Hanging and make sure that it's indented 1/2 inch. I'm going to click on Apply, and there I go. I have my next citation in proper MLA style. Everything is formatted properly, and I have the hanging indentation. So I'm going to start typing my annotation or justification. After I finish typing my annotation, I still need to format it properly. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight just my annotation. Next, I'm going to go to the ruler, and I'm going to move the marker for the first line indent option all the way and align it next or on top of the left indent marker. Then I'm going to drag the left indent marker one more 1/2 inch inside the document, and now the whole annotation is properly indented. So I just want to mention that the ruler tool is very handy when it comes to aligning the different aspects in the citation. If you're not sure where to activate that, you can click on that view menu and just make sure that you check the option for show ruler. When you're ready to turn in the paper, just go to the share button and click on change to anyone with a link. Is going to be able to be a viewer. Copy the link, click on done, then go back to the course and click on the assignment shortcut link for Annotated Bibliography Starter to access the assignment. Then click on the button for Start Assignment. Then go to website URL, paste the link for the Google Doc, and click on Submit Assignment. And that is it.